Mr. Hassan.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So, have you had your coffee yet? No? No? Oh, that's bad because, yeah, you'll need some, I think, because it's you may get some sleepy head. So, and let's get started. So, I'm Rafiq Hassan, and I'm a lead engineer at Bikash Limited. So, mobile financial service company. So, we have like more than millions of customers. So, like we provide financial services. Here you can see social links here, so you can check it out later. And go fast. So fast because go fast, just like the fast. Before I do, so I wanted to start my talk with a quote, as a suitable quote from a famous person, but I could not find a suitable one. Just one quote for me that fast API this API great to response. So yeah. So this is the and and we'll finish the session, and it might be a new beginning for someone. We'll import the first API. So, and when we make a curl request or like we request this happens behind file. So we can run it or like Pycon or Granier. We need some kind of service to run that application because the slide we just hello world application and and then you can choose your preference, and this is the SQL server to protocol, and we need a server to our application. So is use Pycon example, and already say that you can use any server that's and the API actually is fast API and fast API uses Pydantic for data validation, like all the query params, path params. Dependency injection depends so this is our basic is ASCII like servers, or there is a client and there is a ASCII server, and that is our ASCII app. So client sends a request to the ASCII server accepts and handles that, passes this request to the ASCII app. We'll see more in depth in later. So this is just a basic, and So we need to understand what is ASCII specification looks like. So there is like three main things you can say. Two main things. A simple dictionary or dictionary the connection metadata. So connection is pockets. As of now, ASCII support doesn't get any. You can implement watch event tree with ASCII. So the way ASCII handles all the things is to receive events and receive events for receiving requests from clients or the request, and we will send in the responses to the client back. Protocols is, and that is like the implementation or UV. So those are the purpose that implement. So this is as simple as this is a simple Python. You can just run with any app. I just use the server. So yeah. So you don't need any other frameworks. So you just add dictionary. So that has like all the connections with data. The function, airtable functions, as so we can say like asynchronous function. So you can have all the receiving or request data. You want to like process the request data and then want to send response to the client. So you can use the send event or send airtable function. So you don't need any framework. You can just run these things with any ASCII server like this is actually ASCII looks like. So okay, so we have client request to the ASCII server. So what does ASCII server? Accepts the TCP connection and it parses the TCP connection protocol, and then the HTTP request, then ASCII request converts it to scope and events, because as per specification, we scope and event like stand server and to pass those events and agent validates or process validates back the response to the server, and then server sends back the response. So I think I need to go. So just let's move on. Look like so we just import and write route handler and define route. Define the application, run it with any ASCII server like UVcorn, and then request to the our application. Hence, the client sends a HTTP request like this. So get path and host user agents. This is basic HTTP protocol. So and then the server convert HTTP request to something scope like time HTTP, the HTTP version, method path, and here. This as the event when get we have something like request. And there is another key called more body. If it is a streaming request, then that there will be the more body params will be like true. So it will wait and wait for the next data. And this is a basic as the middleware looks like. So if you write a things that we talked about the specification, the scope, receive, you can access it in the middleware very easily. Yeah. So this event looks like. So this is the for and as for the response. So this is our response for event. So then sending the chart event, we can bot event. So bot event, so hello world, and as it's not a streaming response, so there. So then when we start the request, we can see that now when this will be is basically extends the charging application, then it provides extra facilities, but the who is actually the it provides the because as per HTTP protocol, everything is so but whenever so fast and converts from your global data structure. Examples like for Python. Model and we use like here first create will expect body and so if data is not provided, fast API will send an error. So this is we can send a normal call request again, and like so we that is like we started we in items we request receive the request, then we see you can see the response of that patented class. So if anything is missing, so fast API will throw and type is like value error missing, or there is the next thing depends. So fast API injection in fast API. Have you ever used an dependency injection in a? Okay. So what it does, it makes your more testable because and it decouples from actual like directly to here. We use any to do any database operation, but what we did, we depends and then So what it does, fast function and get variable deep access it is so. But when we do of integration is so when we do unit testing or integration testing, we can like we sometimes what we do we use like something like mock to test it faster, so we wouldn't have to like file real. So we can use more apply in that on so that and that also generates space handlers and routes and paths, and so it creates queue for the it's a Swagger. This is a Swagger API, so you can just go to like your slash docs. You can see interactive docs already written for you. Try it, or you can just share it with other team members. And Fast API also supports redoc. So I'm okay, so here we are almost end. So here we talked about ASCII, that any modern Python you can for handling so and we have server we used like Unicorn. Unicorn is the fast and async ASCII server, and we saw like how Starlet integrates with Fast API or how Starlet plays a role for Fast all actual the handling from handling core web requests and from routing handled by Starlet. And then we talked about Fast API. Actually, Starlet, and it provides few extra facilities or extra. So it creates, it makes the API development fun for all our devs. Yes, if you call Starlet, so like you try to write a hello world route fast will and just define the application and write function. So, thank you everyone. And if you have any questions for this talk, raise your hand. And 10 minutes. Okay, so so okay, so yeah, but there is one thing to write that easily, so that decorator provided by the past extends. So there is also a class-based HTTP middleware. In Charlotte, you can extend the class and write the middleware very easily. But if you any streaming response, So if you are not using any streaming responses, then you can just use the HTTP-based middleware, or you can then function and just use the decorator to make it a middleware. But it is not recommended for streaming responses. There might be some memory leak. Any other questions?
Maybe it's very easy
Like very closely, almost has civil plus has it more organizable along all. FastAPI is more flexible and be careful when you are writing apps or writing APIs. You can like organize your own way. So from when you just need to spend few hours maybe to like I should organize all my modules and all the things. Like when the application don't feel fond of Django's active Django has like so all your days can active separate apps, separate files, view files, and separate all the very flexible, it's very open. So you just need to be very mindful when you start at the very beginning when you start writing the application or API. So you need to spend some time here.
little bit of interaction problems. But I don't know in until now because the first bit are common, right? Not like a simple.
But I would say it's like more easy to get started with, yeah, because it does all the validations and all the things for you. But in Flask, you have to like do all the things manually. But FastAPI makes it more easier. Oh, no, actually, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, I don't have any experience using Python's default so I use I almost use items because it's really that. So okay. And so the annotated type is the Python version. So it's like Python 2011 version. It actually makes So identity, so and use these hints to access all the different responses. It's actually it's so like conditions in the variation of the so,
we run the SFS server.
Mhm.
In the, I think it is synchronous, no, it is the asynchronous roles that calls a synchronous function
Okay.
that actually calls that we need to call it all the inside the synchronous function and async IO. But,
Okay.
it fails. I don't know why.
Well, because you cannot IO within a sync function. So you need to use async function to call another async function. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
And the base always the base synchronous function it will run on always it is always the and it will yeah. So it's we had like we like over the time we go at like something like FHD1, FHD2, FHD3. So it's something like that. So and as the question is like, but server integrated only implemented 3.0. Yeah. So if there's no questions, okay. My question is for is of performance okay, I would say it should be just your its own philosophy, its own way of writing AIs or like web AIs. So just a person or team she may want to write, but if your team is very familiar with thank everyone for like joining this.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. If you have any questions, I'll be outside here, so you can just come and talk to me about the first page and anything related to backend.